Good afternoon. Welcome to Jim Munley's World of Weather. Clicked on to long-range weather forecast discussion for July 8th to 22nd. First, we're going to talk about Elsa. It looks pretty ragged right now. It's moving over Cuba, and this is the looks like a big blob, really, but there is a chance that it could intensify because there's very warm waters out here. Okay. You see a couple of overshooting tops, maybe intense thunderstorms there. But then we're going to look now. Here is the current 8 o'clock position here. And here are the spaghetti models. And we're taking a quick look. This is a ship report. Doesn't show any winds. But we're looking at a few observations here. This is a Bowie. So all in all, this is the way it's forecast to go. What else? We're going to take a look at the current. This is as of 8 p.m. It is 22.9 north, 81.9 west. Maximum sustained winds in near 50 miles per hour, and movements towards the northwest of 13. Okay. Now, one thing to notice, I was watching this during the day, is that, okay, this is pretty much good, but before, like areas like New York City, Philly, it was getting less and less. It was shifting more and more to the left, and now it appears like it's shifting more back to the west. And now areas like New York City and Philadelphia and Boston and places up along the East Coast are within the cone. That doesn't mean you're in imminent danger, but it just means we have to watch this, and because it can either go outside the cone to the left or even outside the cone to the right. But this is the trend now in the forecast. We'll take a look a little bit better. We'll go out here. Okay, we're going to start here to tomorrow. Now here's the low here. This is Elsa right here, moving here. This is the GFS. I hope we don't run out of time. I just made it by 3 minutes, the last video. Okay, and then it tracks up the west coast of Florida and then along the southeast coast and points north. Now, we'll take a look. That's the GFS. I mean, that was the European. We'll take a look at they're all the European. Okay. We'll take a closer look here on the models. It cracks up north, and it's just a depression. And then look at this. This is the GFS, very close to New York City areas. This Thursday and Friday. We'll take a look at the European deterministics. A little bit to the east, and we'll look at the ensembles of the GFS deterministics. Do I have the same map? Okay, European ensembles, even further to the east. So the GFS is the one that has it more coming right over New York City, pretty much. Okay. All right, now we'll look at the forecast. This is the forecast period for. Let me get back to the map. This is for the period for July 8th to the 12th. I'm having trouble getting them to animate. Okay, the 8th to the 12th. This is the GFS. And what we have here is a strong ridge here over the southwest, above normal heights here in the west. And we have a trough here across the east. And then we look at the European has a trough more centered in the plains, and then the European ensembles here in the west. And then we look at the NAEFS, same as the European ensembles. Now, this is a very strong ridge here. Now, this trough will intensify as energy moves over this western ridge. And the trough will be more centered like in the Mississippi Valley as in, where was the one that we had? We had one of the models show more in the Mississippi Valley. Okay, so, sorry, I had a lot going on here. That's why I'm late doing this. The ridge in the west will will maintain the heat, and we have an upper low that would be over New Mexico, or be over Mexico. Excuse me. And through the week, and this will support heavy rain continuing Thursday, perhaps well into the weekend across portions of here. We'll take a look at that at the surface. You can see all the rain down here that's associated with that upper low. And a persistent low-level flow and Gulf moisture will feed into the disturbance, maintaining a flood threat. And as I talked about Elsa, this track off through the Carolinas, now it's more like to the north than what the models were saying. Okay, we're going to look at the period now for July 13th to the 17th. And a ridge remains over the west, trough over the center of the nation, more so like right here. So the models are good agreement. So for this forecast period, I am calling for, oh, I don't have my map. Hold on a second, I'm definitely going to run out of time. So for this forecast period, any minute now, sometime today. Okay, so for this forecast period, I'm calling for above normal temperatures for much of this region here, and I'm calling for anomalies of 12 degrees or more above normal, mainly across areas of the Great Basin and the North and the Northern Rockies, and below normal temperatures forecast for this region here, anomalies of 2 to 6 degrees below normal or forecast. For precipitation, I am calling for, where is my precipitation map? Let me see if I gotta get it. It doesn't show up. I just set that. And for precipitation, I'm calling for below normal temperatures for the Northwest and the Northern Rockies. This is the wrong map. Probability of occurrence is 35%. Please bear with me. There's a lot of stuff going on. Above normal precipitation is forecast for the Southern Plains, the Middle and the Lower Mississippi Valley, and the Midwest. Probability of occurrence is 40%. Now we're going to look at the period for July 18th to 22nd. And the flow is less amplified by all the models. We have the westerlies across the northern states and southern Canada. Models of good agreement. So for this forecast period, I'm calling for above normal precipitation for the west, much of this area here, and the northeast. The anomalies that I'm calling for are 2 to 6 degrees above normal and below normal. Temperatures forecast for this region here with the anomalies of 2 to 6 degrees below normal. And for precipitation, I am calling for above normal precipitation here, and for the southeast, probability of occurrence is 35 to 45%, and above normal precipitation forecast here, probability of occurrence is 35%. That's the long range weather forecast discussion for July 8th to 22nd. Thanks for coming to Jim Munley's World of Weather, and have a good day.